this every day. I know every hour. I know you are faithful.
Please give yourselves a hand for being here. I love parents, and I love to see the parents. When we work together, we're going to get good results. You can take the so-called worst child in the world and put them with a Christian school, parents, and the church working together. You're going to come out with something special in the end. This is the preschool and grade 1 meeting. That's the beginning of school. That's the foundation. This is where it all starts. So I'm happy to see parents that are right there at the beginning of their child's foundation. If you're a grandparent, that's great. I'm also a grandparent. You know, I always tell people, life has an interesting path, isn't it? When I was 18, 19, I wanted a girlfriend. And then I ended up with a wife, and then I ended up with kids, and I said, oh God, what is this? And then I ended up with kids going to school, and teachers calling me and saying, your child, and I'm saying, oh God, what have I done? There's no time to give up. There's a foundation to be laid. And I want to talk to you a little bit. I'm going to move over there and speak over there, because I want to show you something practical, that if you don't do the foundation right, you cause yourself much pain. As a parent, you're going to have a big problem later. And I'm glad to see you when the child is in preschool or grade 1, and maybe you were here before at the parents' meeting. We do thank God we've come through this whole COVID story, you know. We were limited in everything that we can do, and we're getting back to normality in how we would like to function as a school with our parents working together. And when you're laying that foundation, it's critical to lay the foundation properly. So I'm going to move over there. I can't speak loud, so I'm sure you'll even hear me at the back. If you can't hear me, shout at me, it's okay. I've taken a few blocks, you know. Just took a few blocks here, and I thought I want to show you something that if you decide, well, I just want to build, you know. I'm just going to build, I don't really care about the foundation. This gets very dangerous, doesn't it? Oh. Where there is no foundation, the building is going to fall. If it works in a natural, ordinary building, how much more it will work in the life of a child. And so in the life of that child, as they start coming to school, and in our school, we have a specialized program for coordination and development to teach them all the skills that they needed. Right from 4 years old, we begin to implement it in their lives. It's called the Early Childhood Development Center. And we've got a world-class, one of the best programs you can ever get in the world, according to me anyway. And I look at everything that anyone is doing. And my own children went through this program, and they are great kids today with my 8 grandkids. In fact, I've got 4 grandchildren going to the school right now, here in Shayandima. And one of them is walking at the back there. He's 13. Hey, Levi, wave to us. Wave to us, Levi. That's my grandson. So we believe in the program, and we believe in what we're doing. And here we take that 4-year-old child. Now you want to build their life. Well, you start with a solid foundation. Give me some decent blocks, eh? Make a nice, big, solid foundation. And as long as you're putting it together, character, the principles of God, the ways of God, you know, you build that foundation, it is so strong that it's hard to push it over. You can come here and you can blow. Nothing will happen to that thing because the foundation is solid. It is strong. Now, it takes you as parents, us at the school, and the church. The threefold cord working together is not easily broken. You'll find a rope, a good strong rope, is made of a minimum of 3 cords. And that rope you can pull and pull and pull, and it will not break. So I want to encourage you as parents, as we work together. I'll come back here now, as we work together, you've got to build in that life. Now, Mr. Palmer's been involved in education. I've been working with children for nearly 40 years. And I've seen that if a child cannot do their times table, they cannot succeed later. Just a simple thing. Well, they can play on the computer, they can win all the computer games, but if they cannot do their times table, they're not going to get algebra right. They're not going to be doing trigonometry. They will never become a civil engineer, electrical engineer. They will not become a doctor. They will not get to tertiary education because they're going to be failing and they're going to end up doing maths literacy, and they won't even be able to pass maths literacy. If you do not know your times table, you can't even get maths literacy. How do they get like that? They have parents and teachers. We give them cards. We give them so much input. And if you get involved with that and you help them every day, it takes every day, being involved, seeing how they're doing. The reason we have a parent conference at the beginning of the year is to make sure we connect and we say, parents, we want you involved. We want your child to shine. We want them to fly. We want them to succeed in life. We want them to have a Jeremiah 29:11 experience where God says to that child, DeCarlo, I know the plans that I have for you. You see, that's what we want. But something happens between 4 and 18. You can have the little girl on the top who was a little girl who now is a young lady, who dresses respectfully, has good manners, has good character, has the principles of God in her heart, wants to be pleasing to her parents, firstly to God, and wants to fulfill God's plan for her life. Or you can have a delinquent like the other one, look there, on drugs, spaced out, doing whatever lifestyle you want to do. But they were both 4-year-old little beautiful, lovely little girls. What happened between 4 and 18 was 14 years of something. And if it is not something good, and somebody caring, and a parent involved, correcting, teaching. In the Bible, it tells us, in Deuteronomy chapter 6, it's very, very clear that the mandate and responsibility to look after a child and bring them up is a parent's responsibility. It's not actually the school's responsibility. And that's why we insist that parents are involved. We are helping you to do what Proverbs 22 verse 6 says. Train up the child in the way they should go, and when they are old, they will not depart from it. That word in the Bible that says train up a child, it means correct them, discipline them, teach them, over and over and over. And I want to encourage you as parents, because I know what it's like. I was a parent. I had a son and a daughter. My son is now 40 years old, happily married, and I have 3 grandchildren that side. My daughter is 37, 38 years old, and she has 5 grandchildren that side. But both my children, they are to me like my friends. When we see each other, we are hugging. We are so lovely. I can walk in the mall holding my daughter's hand. I won't hold my son's hand. I put my arm around him and punch him because we are men. we know we are men. We are not confused. We are a Christian school, and we believe that God created man and woman. Nothing in between. No confusion. You want confusion, you teach confusion. You teach righteousness and godliness, you'll get righteousness and godliness. Parents, I want to encourage you to discipline your child. The Bible teaches this. The Word of God says it like this: a child left to their own will bring shame to their mother. So there's elements of life where we allow them to have fun and they get rewarded, and we teach them that there are consequences for wrongdoing. It's a crime against a child to allow them to grow up doing whatever they like in their life. On a daily basis, we teach the children the principles, the word, and the ways of God, right from the foundation all the way up. We need you to be involved. We want you to be involved. The reason we have the parents' meeting is we want you to be informed. We are not some secret society doing something and you must guess what's going on. We want you to know what's going on. We want you to come to the office, come to see the teacher. If there's any confusion, we say, come and talk to us. We believe and we know that children tell slanted stories, isn't it? How many times does the child come home and say, I was very disobedient today. I told my teacher, I said, Auntie Daphne, you must shut up. And Auntie Daphne put me out the class and put me on detention. They won't come and say that. They'll come home and they'll say, Auntie Daphne hates me. And you say, why, my little darling? Oh, shame. Let me cuddle you. Oh, Auntie Daphne hates you. Ah, yes, she told me to go out the classroom. Why did she say you must go? Oh, I don't know. I think she doesn't like my face. And I think because my surname's Mulaudzi, she doesn't. You see, oh, really? Oh, shame. Don't worry, Mulaudzis are good, okay? No, we say, parent, children tell slanted stories. Come and find out what exactly is going on. Don't be afraid to do that, because it'll help you to correct the child. It'll help the child to learn that telling stories the wrong way is not a good idea. It will backfire on them. Okay, so we're looking forward to working together and having a great year together, and even further as the children grow and develop. And they have studies now that are showing that when children are exposed, it's TV, it's IT, it's phones, and all these things that they are given in their hands, and parents don't know what is going on. Do you know that if you put this in the hand of a 3-year-old and it's got data on it, they can be exposed to anything from Satanism, pornography, anything you can imagine is in their face. You would never allow it through your front door. You would switch your TV off. You would switch the music off if it was a rap artist saying some things. But many parents are being so foolish in the world today. Now you might say, Mr. Palmer, we're only here for the 4 and 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds in grade 1. That's where it begins. It's bad to have more than 3.5 hours on computers and IT and exposure to this digital world. the reaction that it causes in the human brain is very similar to taking cocaine as a drug. So why am I telling you that? It's just a quick introduction. I want to get some of these sessions, and we might call, maybe we'll start with the older parents from grade 2 up, and we'll call them to parents' meetings who say, watch this. Are you aware what's going on in your child's life? I have already had parents coming to me of little children, 10, 11, 12, and 13 years old. They're taking nude photos of themselves and posting it on the internet to their friend. You see. So it's very dangerous stuff, because a little girl takes a photo of herself, she's 12 years old in the nude, and sends it to Takalani, her friend. But Takalani sends it to Mashudu. And now all hell breaks loose in that kid's life. So much damage is done, it's almost unrepairable. Because once you post a picture on WhatsApp, on the internet, you cannot get it away anymore. It's there forever. So please, parents, I'm just touching on it tonight. I'll speak more about this to the parents from grade 2 up. But please be aware of what is happening in your children's lives and look after them. We care about them. We want them to grow up and to be blessed in their lives. But it takes a parent to watch them. You see them. You're the one who buys them the phone, not me. You're the one that puts data on their phone, not me. And so dangerous is this instrument that once they have it in their hands, there is free data everywhere. So you think they're safe because you don't buy them data. But then they go sit outside the Wimpy, free data. They sit by the Spur, free data. In fact, most malls have free data in the whole mall. And they can be exposed to anything out there. So it's a blessing to be with you this evening. I'm looking forward to working together, and I'm looking forward to a great year of watching the little children grow and develop and to be all that God has called them to be. Let us work together in laying that foundation, precept upon precept, principle upon principle, so that those young kids grow up and you get your 18-year-old that blesses you, that is a blessing to you, your family, the community, the nation, and the world at large. We can do it. Let's work together. Thank you.